Rhythm is indeed the key to good sending. If your code is to mean anything to others in the radio net, then you've got to send rhythmically. Bits must be uniform and short. Then you've got to send rhythmically. Rhythm is indeed the key to good sending. Bits must be uniform and short.
Bye, 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 baby. Shake your booty, roll it, girl, shake your booty. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. That's the way you living. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. Bye, bye, bye. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. That's the way you living. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. Bye, bye. Open your mind, bye. Open your mind. Open your mind. Bye. Open your mind. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. That's the way you living. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. Bye. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. That's the way you living. Open your mind and look within. That's the way you living. Bye. Open your mind. Open your mind. Bye. Open your mind.
Wake up. Wake up. Never sleeps.
train all alone at dawn, back into the home where I was born. Sun in the sky never raised the night to me. The blood on the track suddenly must be mine.
Look at Mbappe, three wide going into school. No,
Mbappe does it! Oh, what a move! What a move! Himself in the history books. He is, without a doubt, the man of F1XL, but now he's a three-time F1XL champion. He's brilliant. So open up your fists, no you won't receive the thoughts and the words of every man.
Hello everybody and welcome to F1XL Extra. I am Gareth and I am joined by Pingerz. Hello Pingerz. He's not there. Mr. Pingerz? No. Right, well it's just me then. Hello. I've got someone in the party. Hello. He's gone. He's gone. This has gone to shit. I had Mr. Tazo. Mr. Tazo's here. He's question marking. He's dropped out of the party chat already. We're fucking rocking and rolling. We ain't got a stream to show you. This is Pickled Avengers view. Look how dodgy it is. I don't know why it's on lap 18 either. Can I restart it?
So what's all this about you being in a party in your own Pingerz?
Did you just jump out on me on purpose?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I just had a party malfunction as you started talking. Anyway, evening everybody. Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
You don't get react. They don't give you audio reactions. What were you waiting for there?
I don't care. I was taking.
You're waiting for applause. Like, hey!
I was waiting on you to start going, oh, it's Tazo. Anyway, yeah. Nice little change for tonight. Probably tonight only. But yeah, Pingerz is being a dick. And I am your guest host for tonight. I think Pingerz, best thing to start off with is our little competition that I said about earlier on, yeah?
I'm scared to put it on the screen.
I get why you're scared, but I think it's nothing but joy, I think, for the people who are going to be looking at it. Just tell me when it's up and I can
Right, I'll put it
explain.
up now. I'll put it up now. Let me find it. There we go. Oh my god.
It looks glorious. So a few of you guys might have seen yesterday that we posted up a picture with some random faces mixed together. I made a little competition of it. We decided, you know what, it actually went down really well and let's make it a bigger competition. So for tonight, at the very least, we've posted a picture up. There are 5 different faces in the said picture, and what you basically have to try and do is guess the 5 of them. If you are the person who guesses all 5 of them correctly, you will win £25 Xbox voucher, courtesy of yours truly. So it's an incentive for you guys. Get on Extra, come and join us, come speak to us.
So each guest tonight is going to have a guess at the 5 drivers that are in the picture.
And all the answers that we do get will be noted down. So if you guys want to have a look at them at later points, we will make sure that they are readily available.
Are we going to be saying if they get a portion right, or are we just going to wait till they say all 5 and then just say no, that's wrong? Because if we start
I
giving
think
away portions, then people are just gonna know, aren't they? I mean,
correct. So the way I think the best way that we'll do it is like what I did last night on Twitter. Is we'll get them to say the 5 faces they think it is, and then we'll give them a score. We're not going to say which
okay.
one's right, which one's wrong.
Okay.
We'll just tell them that they've got a score, and then that way it's opening up to potential. You know what I mean? Oh, that could be that. That could be something else. But that is a glorious face, might I say? Look at that smile. And just to really add intrigue to it as well, the only person who knows who like those pictures are is myself and only myself. So Pingerz doesn't know, none of the admin team know, not even any of our social media know. It's only myself. So keeps intrigue for when you guys are guessing. So I think tonight we're going to be starting off with F1, and I'm just waiting on Vapid Kut, who's going to be our guest for tonight. Who is our brand new Renault driver in F1, which I am over the moon about. Not gonna lie. So Pingerz, before we actually get him in, what's your thoughts on the driver changes that have happened over the past couple of days?
yeah, look alright, don't they? Look alright.
I think the guys who are up in F2 are definitely going to get a bit of a surprise with Wizard joining the league, because he is actually a very quick driver and definitely the wrong league.
Yeah, definitely. I think that move, I think we knew that we were all like. Did I even thank Dom for subscribing? I didn't think I did. Thank you, Dom, for subscribing. We appreciate that. Yeah, Phantom from draft night when he was racing around with like BX and I think it was Ultimate Base. On draft night, we sort of knew that he's a lot faster than his TT showed him to be.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And as we were talking there, Vapid Kut, welcome to XTRA.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, thank you very much. I'm good, thanks. Hope you guys are good as well. Yeah, it's the first time being on this, so it's a bit nerve-wracking.
Don't worry, it's been my first time as host in a very long time, so do not worry at all. I suppose we better start off with the big news. Announced earlier on today that you are now officially a Renault driver till the end of the season. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good about it. I'm looking forward of the challenge to try and see what my pace is like going up against Jolly. So I think it'll be a good challenge, but I'm looking forward to getting dug in straight away and getting on with it.
Yeah, it should be good for you. And obviously, you know, you've started off the season really strong, to be fair. You know, back-to-back 5th places for a Tier 2 driver especially is rather surprising. Are you happy with the way you've started the season, or do you think there's more that could have been done?
Yeah, I'm relatively happy with starting my season. I wish I can kind of get a couple better results, but to be honest, just the way the calendar's fallen in this season, they're not my best tracks either, so it's kind of been damage limitation straight off the bat. But I'm looking forward as the season gets on, when I'm into more my better tracks to see what I'm made of. So I'm happy with it so far.
Good, glad to hear it. In regards to Sunday, how do you think your race went? Because obviously, like I've seen on social media anyway, you went from P13 to P5, which in a track like France isn't always the easiest thing to do. Obviously, there are the long straights, but it can sometimes get frustrating sitting behind someone who's maybe on a faster setup. So how do you think you managed to pull that one off for the weekend?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really think I was going to get P5 from P13 on the grid, with France being one of my bad tracks. But I did kind of thought I'll change the strategy up a bit, go along into the race, which I was quite surprised it actually did work. And to see that I was on raw pace as well with no safety cars involved, I was really happy with how that race planned out. So I'm looking forward to see how the upcoming races go, to see how I get on.
Good. So in terms of the weekend, give us a little sort of overview of maybe your race, as well as maybe say you know, anyone you overtook, or any exciting things, or just things you noticed over the race.
Yeah, sure. Well, I didn't really notice the front runners since I was also at the back of the race for the start. But I looked back on the stream. Jolly had controlled the race beautifully. He was on. I think he's the guy that's currently to beat right now. But I seen there was a lot of battles on track. There was a lot of mixed strategies going on, and for mine, it was just kind of just a Sunday driving away to try and get through the field. But no, I think that the grid's been the closest it's been so far out of all the few seasons I've done, and I'm glad to see, anyone could win it if you've got a perfect strategy, perfect weekend. Anyone could win it on the grid, which I think it's good for the viewers and it's just good for everyone in general. So I think there'll be more exciting races to come throughout the season, and yeah, I think Jolly's just the man on the mission at the moment. So I think everyone just needs to up the game a bit, and we'll see what happens.
To be fair, I think based on last season's performance, I think if anyone ends up beating Jolly to the championship, they're going to have to win a good amount of races, aren't they? So
yeah.
And you've been about for a few seasons now. You're starting to feel a bit more like a veteran driver compared to maybe where you were maybe last season, the season before.
I don't know why. It's just because I don't always do back-to-back all the time, just because of real life stuff. But it kind of feels like I'm a new driver in a way, because I do a season then take a break just because of how life works out. But I kind of feel a little bit like a veteran, but I feel like a little bit like a rookie. So I'm in between, but I'm here to stay for as long as I can, unless anything comes up, that is. So I'll be here for seasons to come.
Glad to hear it. We'll move it on to a little bit other stuff for a few minutes, right? So obviously we're in that period right now where we're seeing all the cars being announced and the excitement starting to build for the actual real life F1 season. So first of all, what's your team for F1? You must have a preference team.
Well, anyone that knows me personally, they know I'm a big Mercedes fan, so this might sound biased, but I really love the Mercedes livery at the moment. But I think the one that stood out for me so far probably has to be the Haas livery. I just think that looks such a cool car, just the livery, everything. I'm kind of hoping that they're back up the field like they were in 2018, so I'm fingers crossed for them. But yeah, between those two, really.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Haas, if they get the consistency over the course of a season, because that's always seems to be the thing. Like I think was it 2018 where they had the amazing start, and then both cars, ended up DNFing, and then it just never really picked up.
Yeah.
But no. So do you think another title for Lewis incoming, or do you think he's going to find it a bit more difficult this year?
Oh God. Well, I would like to hope he's got another title coming, but I do think Red Bull and Ferrari will probably step the game up probably a lot more like they did in 2018. I think it'll be a lot more closer even than that season as well. If the teams play it right and the drivers are kind of playing it right as well, I think it can be a really close season, but we just need to see how it goes over the course of the season, because Ferrari can be a bit stupid at times as well, and Red Bull don't always have the car as well, so we'll wait and see.
Trust me, as a Ferrari fan, I know that for a fact that happens. So I think thank you very much for coming on, but we're not going to let you go just yet, because there's one last thing that you need to do. So as the first guest of this week's Extra, you have a picture that has been sent over. You can see it on the stream as well.
Yep, sure. Quickly have a look.
You've got it in front of you. There are 5 different drivers, current and former, in that picture. Would you like to hazard a guess at the 5? You can pick anyone you would like.
I'm going to say maybe the top half of the picture. Probably going to say Massa. One of them I'm going to say Kubica. Oh, that's really hard. I don't know the middle ones though. Oh God, that's hard. Pierre Gasly maybe, or Hulkenberg. Oh, okay. That is so hard. I'm going to say Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Vettel.
Vettel, okay.
Yeah.
So just to read that back to you, your guess is Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Vettel.
Yeah.
So, out of the 5 guesses, Vapid Coot, you have got 1 correct answer.
Oh, right, okay. Well, unexpected.
Hey, it's a start. You know what? Yeah. You always need the little pieces together. It's a good start, though.
Well, thank you. I'll give that a go.
No, thank you very much for joining the show, and good luck this season, and good luck this weekend at Monaco.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me as well, guys. See you later.
All right, cheers. Bye. That was Vapid Coot, new Renault driver in F1. And Pingerz isn't there.
What? I'm here.
Oh, you are. I just didn't hear you. So yeah, I think obviously
I'm trying to figure it
he's
out.
one of those guys. You what?
I'm trying to figure the picture out.
Oh Jesus! Is that what that concentration is? I didn't make it to be easy.
What's the bottom one?
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna tell you the bottom one. I'm gonna. Once it been guessed,
How many
then
did
you'll know the
did
answer.
Vapid get right? Sorry.
He got 1 out of 5 correct.
You joking? Oh, did
Nope.
he say? Was his said in order?
So he said 5 names.
What? Just at random? You can just say them
he said
randomly.
5 names.
You don't have to say it in
He
order
said-
from top to bottom.
Nope, you don't need to say it top to bottom. As long as you say 5 names, I will tell you how many of them are right. So the 5 names that he said was Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Vettel.
What? And you only got one right?
He only got 1 right.
You are joking.
I am not joking.
There's only one right. So the middle one isn't Kubica. Sorry. I'm
I
angry
said he
that
got
only one
right.
of them is right because I was sure that I had 2. And he's already said 2 names that I was going to say that I thought were definite, which is the second one and the third one, and you've said one of them's fucking wrong. Oh, I know the middle one now.
Okay. Well, just for those who are just tuning in, obviously, the pictures, they will be going up on our social medias on our Twitter account at F1 Xbox Leagues, and also on our Facebook page as well. I'll be posting it up after the show. So make sure you're subscribed to them, subscribe to the Twitch channel. I think it's time we move on to F2. What do you think, Pingerz?
What? Me already?
Well, I mean, I've done Vapid. You could say I did
Right.
Vapid.
Oh,
Rapid.
we're going F1 to F4. And, you're just going to do the
Yeah,
other
why not?
order.
F4 is the best league, so we need to finish
Okay.
with the best
Right,
league.
so it's my... Oh, it's my turn to pick the face.
No, you do that at the end.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be concentrating this entire time.
Okay, would you like to get your guesses out of the way, then
No,
you can start talking
no,
about
'cause
the
I'm not
leagues?
ready.
Are you sure?
I'm not ready. Right, ask me some questions and I'll try and talk while still guessing.
While looking at the pictures going, So, obviously you've joined McLaren for this year. It's your
Joined
first
McLaren.
season in a little while away from Dominic. Yeah, how are you finding it in that car? You enjoying it this season, or is it strange not having Dom sitting there sucking you off?
Yeah. So
I mean, being your team owner?
So already last Sunday I did the entire practice session in an Alfa Romeo, and then I think it was Party Hard that had to ask me why I was in his car for the race because I chose completely the wrong fucking car.
Oh.
The McLaren's all right, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know what, I suppose especially being that used to Alpha, because you know you and Dom have been a couple basically in F1XL for so long now, it's like, yeah, it's almost like watching that person that you love, you know, walking away, taking the thing that you love most, leaving you with the second choice option, or as we like to call him, binary.
True.
So obviously you've had double podiums first couple of weeks. Surprised, or did you feel like you could have done more?
Yeah, surprised at the tracks. Italy, I just sort of made my way through the beginning carnage and just kept it clean. France was just, I was better under the safety car than anyone else, just from where I was on track. There was 2 safety cars, and both times benefited me better than I think anyone else, and I ended up in the lead. I finished in the lead. I had no ERS the entire race. I was just saving everything to keep people behind me on the straight. Had a little incident with no scope. and then managed to keep Straka behind me right at the end, but I got a penalty on the last lap, so finished in third.
Oh, gutting. Absolutely gutting.
It sort of... I shouldn't have been where I was in France. I was keeping a lot of people behind me just by using all my ERS on the straight and then just being like an absolute snail through the other sections. Not letting anyone like sniff and overtake through there, whilst also like using lean mix and zero ERS.
Yeah, do you know? And I think that was the key strategy. I mean, I know for a fact that in the Renault chat we talked about it, but you know, ERS was pretty much a case of you use like, you know, maybe say low or zero through sort of, you know, sector 3 or beginning of sector 1, and then the second you go into the straight, it's pretty much you just blast it and hope that you keep people behind you.
Yeah,
seems to be the right tactic to use anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it went, I guess.
Well, that's a good start though. Obviously looking forward to this weekend, Monaco. It's a Marmite track, I think is the best way to describe it. Do you love it or do you hate it? That's the question I ask you.
I enjoy Monaco. I'm not fast at Monaco. It's a track where people can be like 2 or 3 seconds faster than in per league, for example, and you might find that like the F2 pole or the F3 pole, even the F4 pole might be like top 5 in F1. It's one of them tracks where you see the biggest difference, and it's all down to who's got. It's like a big balls competition, innit? If you've got the biggest balls, you get the fastest time, but also you might lose a wheel, you might lose a wing trying to do that. So yeah, I do like it as a race, but I'm not fast at it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's, as you say, you know, it's all about that. You know, if you've got the balls in qualifying, and you know, I think I was speaking to at least one driver in F1 who said if they can get pole, they're going to win the race by just keeping everyone else behind them, and I think that's got to be it at the end of the day. You've got to make those in laps and out laps after the pit stops and before the pit stops count, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think Monaco, we're going to see a lot of safety cars, I guess, as well.
Just touching on safety cars, I know this has been a very controversial thing, I think, for the first couple of weeks of the season, but they've done the update. The safety cars are coming out a lot more regularly. Good thing or bad thing for the league? What do you think?
I think it's more realistic. Definitely. For league racing, maybe not so much, because obviously we have a lot more crashes, I guess. You might have 16, 18 drivers in a race, but only 11 finish. So if you get a safety car for every one of them retirements, that's 5 safety cars. It remains to be seen. So far, it's come out for proper crashes.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had virtuals and normal safety cars, and it's come out for a reason. I mean, in France, the safety car that came out on lap 1 or lap 2 came out because someone lost an M plate. I think that was a pretty bad safety car. I think that should have been maybe a VSC for like 40 seconds, so that obviously the end plate can be retrieved. We didn't need to be behind the safety car for 2 laps or 3 laps.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it's coming out now, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You see people like crash park in the middle of the track, and it's like, look at that. Nothing. We're not going to do anything. Watch it burn. Watch everyone crash into it. So yeah, you're right. It's good to see it again. So, okay. I think it's time to ask you the very important question.
Oh, I'm not ready yet.
The question you've been waiting on for so long. Which car are you looking forward to the most this season?
Which what? Which car?
Which car are you looking forward to? Yeah, in the new season.
What
you
you
thought
on
I was going to
about?
ask you about the faces.
Yeah,
that's
not even a question. No. What kind of question is that? What car am I looking forward to?
For the new season, F1 starts literally.
Oh, in real life?
Jesus.
Oh,
You wouldn't think we're on an F1 show or anything, would you?
What car I'm looking forward to? I don't fucking know. I want to see want to see if the Toro Rosso is still really nice. I guess.
Excuse me. What's a Toro Rosso? Don't you mean an Alpha Tauri? Okay, so I am going to ask you the question. 5 pictures.
Yeah,
I've
I've only got 3.
Well, take a couple of guesses.
Who's the top and the bottom? Right. I don't think that's right. And the bottom, I have no fucking clue. No, I'm just looking at pictures of fucking F1 drivers on Google.
This is what I love about this. It's going to be so trivial for so many people. Going to be sitting there for hours and hours and hours trying to work out those 5 faces.
Oh, now I've seen a picture of a fucking driver that I had oh my god. And Ian got 1 right. I think he got the middle one.
He only got 1 right. So just a quick reminder. Vapid's 5 guesses was Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulk, and Vettel. And he got 1 right.
Oh, I'm so wrong here. I know already from the picks that have already been.
Okay, Pingerz.
Right, I gotta say, the bottom one is so difficult. He's just got such a round chin.
Okay, first guess. What is it going to be?
Albon.
Okay. Second guess?
Hulkenberg.
Okay. Third guess?
Ricardo.
Okay. Next guess?
Perez.
And the final one.
I don't fucking know.
Go on, chuck a name. Any name out there.
No, Bottas. It's not Bottas though, is it?
Are you going to go with Bottas, yeah?
I've got to. I'm on Google F1 pictures and the majority are Bottas, but it's not Bottas. It's just a driver that I keep seeing every fucking 3 pictures.
Okay, so 5 guesses, sorry. You've gone with Albon, Hulkenberg, Ricardo, Perez, and Bottas.
Yeah, but Bottas is wrong.
Okay, so out of your 5 guesses, including Bottas, you have got a total of 0 correct.
Oh, really? What? 0. So the bottom one is Kubica. Sorry.
I will not tell you who is and isn't because I cannot tell you. I've got the 5 in front of me. Of those, you got 0.
I got 0. No fucking chance. Are you joking? Number 2 isn't Hulkenberg. You are fucking joking. You are actually. You're lying.
I am not lying. I've got the answers in front of me. You have got 0 correct. Oh, this is great.
That's bullshit.
So far, the result is Vapid Coot 1, Pingerz 0.
What the fuck?
And just a little reminder, these are all going on social media after this. So make sure you subscribe. F1 Xbox Leagues on Twitter, F1XL on Facebook. And while you're all digesting the fact that Pingerz managed to get worse than what Vapid got.
I was so fucking confident.
This is what defeat feels like, Pingerz.
How is number 2 not Hulkenberg? I don't understand.
So basically, the only thing we've learned from your guesses is Hulkenberg isn't there.
Yeah, but bottom one's Kubica then, isn't it? Or the
Might
middle
not be.
one.
Remember, he's guessed 3 other names on top of Kubica.
Yeah, I know. That's why it put me off.
Massa, Gasly, Vettel.
It put me off because you said
Kubica?
he had 1 right, and I thought, well, he said Hulkenberg. It's obviously he's got number 2 right. So how is number 3 or number 5 not Kubica? They're someone completely different. So I was like, who else has a wonky nose? Well, Ricardo has a bit of a wonky nose. I'll go with Ricardo. Fuck. Right, move on.
Oh, this is going to bring... I actually think this could be something that goes on for a few weeks. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, well.
I genuinely believe that people are going to be guessing this
But it's
for
not.
weeks.
It's nowhere near as easy as I thought it was. Nowhere near.
You look at the picture and go, "Oh, I know who that is." Oh no, it's not that one. I know who it is. No, and that's the thing about these pictures is it's great. It properly screws with your mind because you think that you recognise a part of a body part from someone, and then it's completely wrong.
I can't believe that.
So,
Hulkenberg's eyes, man.
So next person that's going to be coming on in a second, we're just waiting on them to come along, is Gunhead from F3. We're just waiting on him to join. Apparently he's busy doing things, but he should be here in a second or so. Basically, just to give you an update, so there's a picture on the stream. You can see it in the right hand side. There are 5 different drivers in there. All our guests who are coming on tonight are getting the chance to guess the 5 faces if they get them all right. It is worth £25 of Xbox vouchers, courtesy of yours truly. Roland is saying it's going to be guessed tonight. Roland, if it's not guessed on this week's show, might be guessed on next week's show, you never know. Might be the week after. But certainly Pingerz hasn't helped us at all, have you, Pingerz?
Oh, fuck off, man.
Listen. You had one answer and then you lost it.
I had one answer.
Yeah, well, you know, we were on 1 and then somehow you managed to get to 0.
Yes, I thought number 2 was Hulkenberg. I thought number 2 was Hulkenberg more than number 3 or 5 was Kubica. That's where I went wrong.
Okay, so you think Kubica's in there? That's pretty clear. So
yeah, because he could be one of the 2 fucking pictures. It's his bloody round chin and his bloody wonky nose.
So he can't be in 2 pictures.
Precisely, but drivers. One of them is. That's why I was stuck on the last one.
Anyway, Gunhead, welcome to XTRA, or as I like to call it tonight, laughing at Pingerz night. So, welcome. How are you feeling tonight? You feeling good?
Yeah, all good tonight. I nearly missed it.
Well, I'm glad you made it in the end, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that was, I was just watching the movie and I was talking to the missus and then I was like, oh crap, hang on, what time is it? How are we doing tonight?
Yeah, we're doing good. It's a bit of a shock to the system, I'm not going to lie, you know. Didn't expect to be sat here talking to you, but, you know, things happen.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Pretty good start.
So have you been keeping an eye on that picture? Got any ideas yet?
I honestly have, I think one of them might be Ricardo.
It can't be! We've just established
We will touch on that. We will touch on that later on. However, for now, I think we should talk about yourself for a little bit. Obviously, P1 weekend, down on the top step. Must be really happy after that result.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't expecting it anyway. I mean, I was hoping for a podium, but with the calibre of guys that are in F3 now, it's come as a bit of a shock that I've been doing so well.
And obviously, in terms of the calibre, you know, there must be guys that you look at and go, that's going to be the guy that's going to beat me tonight, or that's going to be the guys that I need to beat tonight.
Yeah.
Who do you think would you put in there?
There's probably 5 that I'd put that could win a race at any given moment, and that's Sausage Snort, who's ridiculously fast, and really consistently fast as well. Like I was monitoring his lap time because he was behind me pretty much the whole way in France, and I was monitoring his lap times, and they were just repetitively fast, nearly identical every lap. It was so hard to keep him behind. There's Ice Storm as well, he's fast. Roland's always going to be difficult to beat when he's on his day. Swayze is another one. And who else was the one? Henchman, when he turns up and wants to go fast, because he set the fastest lap in the first race, but took me by surprise, so yeah. There's quite a few.
And obviously, you're in the Ferrari this year, who seem to actually be leading the Constructors' Championship after the first couple of races. Are you surprised to see your team start off so well, or was this something that you kind of looked at the team and went, do you know what, this is the team that won the Constructors this year?
Well, as soon as I saw the quality of drivers that Norris had got in, I thought we were definitely in for a shout. Everybody's a point scorer, everybody's a potential race winner, and obviously one of them's already been hoofed up to F2 from F4, so you know he's good at picking his drivers. But I was hoping to be challenging, and I thought we probably would be, and it seems that we are quite early on, which is good.
Yeah, and obviously you touched on the fact that one of your drivers has moved, and going into this weekend you've got yourself a new teammate in F1XL Dave.
Yes.
You happy with that move? Obviously him coming into the team?
I think it's going to be a good signing. I believe he's been with Ferrari before. Once he gets his pace up and he gets used to, I think the thing he needs to get used to for this season is probably just the difference in the top guys. Once he gets used to how fast it is, he's going to start pushing his way through. And with the team that we're in as well, with Ferrari, there's a lot of experience in there that I think both of us can learn from to get faster and to get more consistent wins. Because I'm happy where I am now, but I feel like I said already, that Sausage and Storm are going to just gradually get harder to beat. Cornish is another one that I think I missed, who's definitely got a chance of winning this whole championship, and I just need to make sure that I can beat him everywhere. And if I can do that, I'm in for a shout. That's what I'm aiming for anyway.
I'm not going to lie, I would definitely wish you luck on that, apart from the fact that he is my driver, so come on, Cornish.
Yeah, he's a quality driver, he's fast. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you touched on experience there in your team as a whole. Do you think that that's the kind of thing that could maybe be the difference between being a good team and being maybe, say, a mid-table team for the season?
Yeah, definitely. You've got guys in there that have been racing within F1XL for a lot longer than I have, and the experience they have brought in, the strategy that I went for France that got me the win, I only knew that because of Matt 45. He'd done it before. It worked for him quite well. If he didn't give me that strategy, I would not have won, I don't think. So it's definitely already helping us win races.
I'm glad to hear that. It's a bit of a shame though, you know. And obviously this weekend, I said earlier on, we've got Monaco, and it's one of those tracks that people either love it or loathe it, and I think it's one of those, as Pingerz picked on earlier on, that it can be unpredictable. What's the thing that excites you most about Monaco as a track?
For me, the best thing about Monaco is the very limited opportunities to overtake, making all of the moves that people make that much better. So when you see somebody make an overtake in Monaco, you know that if they make that stick, it's probably going to be one of the best overtakes you'll see in the season. And if you're the one pulling it off, it can make for a really exciting race.
I have to admit, I've done that a couple of times going into the swimming pool chicane and heard us say, "Oh my God!" Ah!
Oh yeah, there are some great opportunities to overtake when you're going into that chicane. If you could make it stick anyway, otherwise you're either going to kiss a wall or cut the corner.
Sometimes both.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
I think I did that last
a couple of times at that corner, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. I'm hoping that's not me.
Yeah. So I've been obviously asking loads of the guys in terms of this season in real life. What's your thoughts on the F1 this year? Who do you think is going to be your guy to watch, or maybe your surprise package for the season?
Esteban Ocon coming back into it.
You think he's going to be the?
I think he's going to be a lot better than people are probably pegging him to be. He was really fast in his first couple of seasons. He missed out last season, which I think is a massive shame. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him get back behind the wheel of an F1 car.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was kind of the big shock, is when you seen him and Perez, albeit it didn't go the best that season, but those two in the Force India were phenomenal as a combination. So seeing being dropped was a big surprise. I have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, he was. For me, he was in that season in particular. He was the better driver.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you completely. Yeah.
We all know the F1 game. I think we've all seen the documentary as well that's come out since.
Yeah.
So, you can see why he was dropped, but it is a massive shame that he couldn't pick up a drive within another team like Renault or Alfa Romeo, because he's definitely a podium potential and a race winner potential if he can get in the right car.
I think that's the thing as well, is you've got to look at that Renault car and go, do you know what, last season they looked not too bad, they looked like better, they had a good driver, now they're going to have two good drivers. You never know, it could be them against McLaren potentially sneaking a podium or two here or there.
Yeah, I think it will be. And the McLaren are going to be another one that is going to be one to watch with Lando. That's an exciting team package as well, going there with the two drivers in that particular team. So there's good. I'm really looking forward to it, and a lot of people are currently looking at 2021 because of the financial changes and everything. But I'm really excited for this season. I think it's going to be awesome.
Definitely, have to agree with you on that one. So just before we do end the little chat, there's a small matter of a certain five-faced picture, shall we say? Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know. It's one of them. I mean, I think Schumacher might be in there with that funny-looking smile on the bottom. The forehead, I recognise, but I can't remember the name's not popping into my head. I would have said that the eyes were Hulkenberg, but I don't think they are they?
So I'll tell you right now that the first 10 guesses we've had, okay? So Vapid, he was the first one on. He went with Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Vettel, and he got 1 out of 5 correct. Pingerz, in his ultimate wisdom, Albon, Hulkenberg, Ricardo, Perez, and Bottas got 0 correct.
Right.
So there's the information for you to select your guesses.
I'm going to embarrass myself on this one, I think.
Can't be any worse than Pingerz, just think about it that way.
I just want to put Maldonado in there just because nobody likes him, and that could be a right out there guess. Could have Pasta could be in there somewhere. I still want to say. Did you say Schumacher was a no on one of those? Because I don't think you did. I'm going to say Schumacher.
I'm going to be pernickety on this one. Which Schumacher?
Michael.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Trulli. That put it that little chin.
Jarno Trulli. Okay.
Yeah. Barrichello, and I'm just going to throw another one in there because I cannot place it, and I'm just going to pick a name now. Webber.
Mark Webber.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 different names there compared to what we've had so
Read the
far.
names back. Taz.
So we've got Pastor Maldonado, Michael Schumacher, Jarno Trulli, Rubens Barrichello, Mark Webber.
Okay.
So, Gunhead,
I'm
out
wrong.
of those 5 names, you have got 0 correct.
Yes!
Youch. I couldn't remember who you said he got 1 correct of. I couldn't remember what the name was. Oh well.
You could have asked me, but
That's fine. I was hopeless on that one. I could not possibly tell you they all. I'm not very good at those face things.
that's alright. You know what? You're not going to be the worst, trust me. So, some different guesses in there, I'll give you that one. But honestly, thank you very much for coming on. It's been an absolute joy, and hopefully we'll hear from you again sooner rather than later.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, if I can keep going the way I'm going, and if the league stays just as exciting as it is, it's going to be an awesome season.
Definitely, can't wait for it.
Right, brilliant. Cheers, boys.
Right, cheers.
Cheers, Gunnar.
So that was Gunhead here to talk about F3, and you know what that means, Pingers. 1 league left.
The worst league.
Right, I know for a fact there are multiple guys sitting on the stream watching who are from F League, F4 League, you know?
F-Worst League.
So, F League. No. F4 Best League. Come on, boys, type it in the chat. Hashtag F4 Best League.
They're all F3 now. They're all F3 now.
No.
The fuck was that noise came out your mouth?
What? No.
No, there was a weird fucking, I don't know, some pitch. There we go.
Maybe you're
F2
just
Best League.
hearing things.
Someone say hashtag
F2.
F4 Best League in the chat. Someone say hashtag
Yep.
F4 Best League. Go on.
Dom's not even watching. He's actually disappointed. You know what? F4 family, yeah, there we go.
No, put hashtag F4 Best League.
I see
like
what you're trying
Roland's
to do.
done it.
I see what you're trying to do.
No.
Don't put it because that's what he wants you to do. That's what he wants
Put
you to
it.
do, so it comes up with something else.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't come up with something else.
I've got you sussed.
Just try it.
Come on, someone put it in.
You put it in.
No.
If you think
I'm
if
not
you
that stupid.
think that, don't do anything.
He says with a massive smirk on his face, yeah?
You can't see my face.
I know, I can just hear it in your voice.
Yeah, look,
Okay,
see,
so I'm-
Roland says they're all F3 now.
Yep, exactly. We know what he's up to.
You're not racing on chase cam anymore. I've heard this rumour.
That rumour is actually completely true.
Well, congratulations, you're a big boy now.
I've been doing it for like a season and a half now.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What
look
did
at me.
What did I? Aren't you teammates with Slow Dog? What did I say?
Yes.
What,
Yeah, you got us the chase
what did
cam
I say
champions.
in the draft? It's like the chase cam wrecking crew or something.
Yeah. I mean, Slow Dog's been racing chase cam the first couple of races as well. Not gonna lie. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, there's another one.
Fucking chase cam wrecking crew.
Anyway, while we're talking there, we have McLaren F4 driver Sensei G.
Yes, how's it?
Hello, good evening. How are you doing tonight?
I'm rocking yourself.
Yeah, we're doing good. Glad to have you on the show tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, you're obviously our resident Sapper for F4, and
Yeah.
pretty much hit the league by storm so far this season. Had a couple of strong drives so far. How do you think it's gone for yourself?
Personally, I don't know. I've just sort of gotten stuck in. Just decided that last year is my rookie year. My plan is always to just be clean and see where it gets me. I've been quite lucky. I got quite lucky with the safety car in the first race. But keeping clean gets you there. So that's all I just did basically.
Yeah, and obviously, especially in F4, you're always going to get that little bit of questionable driving times. But I think this season it's been relatively clean, shall we say?
Yeah.
In terms of obviously this season, you've got a guy like Total Caesar who's been here for forever, I think is the right word to use. How are you finding it driving with someone of that level of experience in your team?
Well, he's quite cool. I think after the first race and after the second race, he contacted me, and we spoke for some good time, and he gave me some good advice, of which I used the very next race in France. Which it does help when you have guys like that around. So yeah, for me, I quite enjoy having him, and he seems to be a pretty cool, decent guy, and he really is a good help.
Glad to hear that. Obviously, you said this is your second season now. Do you feel like you've got a little bit maybe more confidence to potentially make moves that maybe last season you weren't feeling quite as confident to go in on, and maybe be a little bit more aggressive this season compared to last year?
Yes and no. I'll try and give you a short answer. Yes, because going into this year, going into the season, I had said to myself, I got a bit of luck, a few races under my belt. I understand maybe the sort of human nature of the drivers, what they're going to do, but I've still got a lot to learn. So yes, because I feel like, now I can sort of try and predict what they're going to do, but also no, because ultimately all I want to try and do is be clean, get the car home, and at the end of the day, just end up where I end up. And if I do my job and if I drive well, all the other guys that make mistakes, that's their loss, and I'll gain from that. And it seems to have worked for me twice already, so I'll just keep doing that.
Yeah, very good word there, to be fair, regarding that.
Yeah.
We know this weekend is Monaco. We know it's an interesting track. What do you think are going to be the keys to getting a good result this weekend?
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never been good at Monaco. But I've also never had an approach to this racing as what I do now. I've never had the whole just stay clean approach. I've always had the, be aggressive, go for it approach, just playing with mates or whatever the case. It was always aggression, where now it's more of like, stay clean and let the car do the job for you. If you clean enough and you smooth is fast, So I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to try and avoid the walls, and any car that comes past me, if he's faster, I'm just going to let him go. If he's not faster, then he can stay behind me, I'm not going to get into any heavy battles. I'm just going to try and stick on the road and see where I end up.
Very smart approach, I think, for that. You've been here, seasoning a little bit now. People might not know too much about you. From an F1 point of view, where do your loyalties lie in terms of the grand scheme of things?
Oh, that's a very complicated question. Ricardo is usually. I'm South African, so for me, like, Australia is probably the closest in terms of like the nature that we have and everything else that we have. And I relate well to a guy like Ricardo, some bubbly guy. He also brings a lot of light to the sport, and he's quite humbled. I quite like that. So I support him generally. But I really hate Cyril Abiteboul, so I can't really support Remo, So look, I've always been, because of Ricardo, I've been a Red Bull supporter. But something that I've started following from last year on as well is the success story of McLaren. I want to witness them, rise from the ashes. I think they've got a really good pairing, and I think that I'm fascinated by what they've got, and I really hope that I get to witness a team like that sort of rise. That's kind of what I'm supporting at the moment.
Yeah, I think you and I would probably say endless other drivers in the league. It's one of these things where it's not often you see a pair of drivers who are young and also work so well as a team, and I don't think it's been a while since we've seen a team work that well together as those two have.
It has been, but the nature of the sport, the fact is, let's see what happens when they do get a winning car. Will they be able to keep working like that? Because
that is the ultimate question.
I hope so.
I think you're spot on there, but it's going to either go one of two ways. I think you're either going to end up having a situation where you've got potentially, what happened with Hamilton and Rosberg, where they were, best of friends up until they started racing against each other on top car, or you're going to end up where a situation like potentially Button and Rubens were in the Brawn in 2009. Those guys, they nearly went out of business, and then they went on to win the title. So it'll be interesting to watch, though. I have to admit, I completely agree with you, especially going into 2021. It's going to be one of those seasons where who knows what will happen.
Yeah, I agree. I was listening in just now to a gunhead. I kind of agree with what he said as well, with regards to the fact that sucks. I can't remember the words he said now, but I agreed with him. If you remember what he said.
He said many things.
Yeah, no, I remember him saying something, and I thought to myself, "Oh, that's quite spot on." And I can't remember what he said now, but what he said was quite spot on. It's we'll go with that. We'll just go with that.
Love it.
I honestly, I don't care what fucking Sensei says. I just have massive boners over the South African accent.
You can say what you want.
Okay.
It's like my favourite accent in the world. I'm so jealous. Anyone
I'm going to say
it.
one small thing that will make you laugh, and if Sensei is willing to go along with this joke, then he's more than welcome to. But I worked with a guy in Sky, the company, who was from he was just outside Joburg, and he had quite a strong accent, and he always used to say, rather than saying fireworks, he would always call them pyrotechnics, which, I'm not going to lie, in a South African accent is one of the funniest words you can say.
So what did he say?
Pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
That was
but it
lovely.
always gets me. He always calls. I still to this day. I speak to him all the time, and I don't know why he calls him that. It's fireworks, but he's like, I'm going to see the pyrotechnics.
I have no idea. I have no.
That was a Scottish person doing a South African accent, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
You have
no,
heard it all, people.
Look, I currently live in Cape Town, but I come from Durban. There's not a lot of Afrikaans there. It's very English in that area. So like we a lot of the sort of like South African slang or South African, not slang, but South African accents. Yeah, you more find those Cape Town, Joburg area. But in Durban, there's a lot of
quite a
Indians
sort of-
there, so it's either
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's either like, hey, or what you're doing kind of thing. There's no like. So it isn't.
Now you
much
have
like,
heard it all. So you've heard a South African do an Indian accent, and a person with a Scottish accent doing a South African accent.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Australian accents as you do about South African accents. I love it. There's something about it that just gets me. I don't know.
It's alright.
Australian woman.
South African accent. I don't like the South African woman's accent. Does that sound weird? I only like the men's accent. What? No, I'm jealous. I would love to have that accent, like myself. But I think women sound weird with the accent.
I don't know.
But men sound good.
I've got a very Afrikaans wife, and it's, I don't know.
I fucking hate her voice.
Yeah,
I don't like to comment on it just now.
She's just speaking all the time. Speak.
I love her voice when she talks Afrikaans. But yeah.
It's like,
But
shut up and give me
they've
5 minutes
rated it.
apiece.
Yeah.
Oh god, guess the fucking picture.
Yep,
Oh, my
it is
goodness.
time. Have you seen the picture, first of all?
I have.
Yes. Have you heard what the other guesses have been tonight so far?
I have, yes, and I'm
Okay.
Oh,
I think,
I thought everything died. I think we lost Sensei.
Don't tell me we lost him right at the time when he's about to guess.
Right, I get another
Sensei, you
go.
still there? Technical issue. 3 minutes to wait.
Daily Collision?
What was that you said?
Well, I was trying to figure out what you said.
Technical issue.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, we missed me
Jesus.
bloody crashing into no scope on the stream.
Wait, what? You crashed
I mean,
into
no,
someone?
well, he crashed into me. But he thinks I crashed into him. But it was a bit of both. We both crashed into each other, I think. Are the tickets out
one of
yet? Leclerc.
It's a very good question, actually. Is someone watching the stream that can answer that?
No, they're not.
Chaos is usually there somewhere.
I've refreshed. They're not. Luckily.
That's good. To be fair, I think Leclerc's at work, so that might be why.
Oh, okay. So they'll be done. Yeah, he said he was posting them on a Wednesday. I said this earlier, Dom, as well. I was like, when you post the tickets tomorrow, and he was like, I'm posting them later. I'm like, what are you on about? He's like, yeah, we post them on Wednesdays now. It's like, right, okay, that's fucking early.
Okay, so Sensei has got a mic issue. However, he has guessed 5 names.
Oh, okay.
He has guessed Felipe Massa. I'm gonna need them to check, confirm. I think I know who the second one is. So he's also guessed Kimi Räikkönen. He has guessed Mika Hakkinen, Robert Kubica, and I'm guessing he's got Jacques. I'm trying to think.
Oh, what?
I'm thinking he's on about.
Villeneuve?
I'm thinking he's on about Villeneuve, but let's just see. Let me see if I can actually spell the name Villeneuve.
I don't think one of them's Raikkonen.
So just to reiterate that was Felipe Massa, Jacques Villeneuve, Kimi Räikkönen, Mika Hakkinen, Robert Kubica. Of the 5 that he
Well, you got
has
one
guessed,
right at least.
Of the 5 that he has guessed, he has got a total of 3 correct answers.
3 answers. Wow. Oh! Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now.
So just to give you guys an update, Sensei has put in the chat, the order is from top to bottom. I'm not going to confirm if that is indeed
No,
correct or not.
don't tell anyone. No.
I'm just saying that he has got 3 correct answers. So the 5 guesses that he has made was Mika Hakkinen, Kimi Räikkönen, Jacques Villeneuve, Felipe Massa, Robert Kubica. 3 out of 5. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played, sir.
That's the winner tonight.
Unfortunately, though, that means that we've not got 5 right, doesn't it?
True, so it rolls over. Tarmac Hunter in the chat, yeah, it's for the guests only, so we're gonna have, so it's a little prize for the people that actually do give up their time to come on to Extra. We're still gonna have chat prizes, sort of once a month like we usually do, but this prize is did you say £25 Xbox gift card? And
£25 Xbox gift card, yep.
And this is just going to keep rolling over until someone guesses the 5 faces.
But I will say that Sensei has helped a lot.
Yeah, with 3 correct guesses, yeah.
So just to run over the names that we've seen so far, we've had Massa, Kubica, Gasly, Hulkenberg and Vettel from Vapid Kut. We have had Albon, Hulkenberg, Ricardo, Perez and Bottas from Pingerz. Thank you for the sprinkles with that donut, Pingerz.
I got 0 right.
Gunhead, yes, Pastor Maldonado, Michael Schumacher, Jarno Trulli, Rubens Barrichello and Mark Webber. Also got 0 right. And then we finish the night off with Felipe Massa, Jacques Villeneuve, Kimi Räikkönen, Mika Hakkinen and Robert Kubica with a score of 3 out of 5. Very impressive. So we roll on to next week. The £25 is still at large. I think we're into the closing phases now. So I'd like to thank everyone who streamed in tonight. Pingerz, thank you for having me. I know it's fucking mad me being on the show, but there we go.
Yeah, it was quite good. I enjoyed the show.
Yes. And with that, guys, we will see you all next week.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
Should be an exciting season.